Good morning, Edmonton. Stanley Cup playoffs, by the way, less than 2 weeks away. Hopefully the Oilers can make a run here. They got the horses to do it. Let's see if they can. I like hockey. Welcome back to BT. I'm Sid Cicero. Pet cloning is becoming all more common these days, and some people are willing to fork out big bucks to cherish more memories with their furry friends. Kelly Anderson runs her Instagram page, Clone Kitty, and 5 years ago she paid $25,000 to clone her cat Chai after she unexpectedly died. Kelly has been kind enough to join us live from Austin, Texas this morning. Kelly, you're coast to coast here across the country live. Good morning. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. Let's start at the beginning here. Your cat Chai passed away in 2017. I have a cat too. I know the relationship can be strong. What happened next?
Well, she was what I can only call the closest thing to a soulmate for me. She was just that special pet. And she passed away at 5 years old. So I just wanted to carry on a piece of her. And I reached out to Viagen Pets the day after she passed. And the rest is history.
So you cloned your cat here. So what does that mean?
It's a genetic copy. It's the closest thing to an identical twin born at a later date.
Okay. So what was the process like after Chai passed to the time you got Chai's clone, essentially?
A lot of waiting. It took 4 years for me, which is not the average amount of time it takes. Normally takes about a year for cats. So it was just a lot of emotional toil and waiting for some news.
Now, forgive me, because I'm assuming you were holding Belle, the clone.
I was.
Sorry,
Yeah.
Is Belle in the vicinity? Can we pick her up?
She's in a box.
Busy. Cats are busy. I understand. Yes. But we got some pics here. So what is Belle like? Like how similar is Belle?
They're actually quite different. Chai had a really rough start to life, so she never got to be a kitten, wasn't ever socialized. And Belle, we go out to breweries and bars. We just went hiking in Colorado. She does all of the things that Chai never really had the chance to do.
And how many people are actually doing this?
I have no idea. I think that it's becoming more known, but I don't know if it's becoming a trend like a lot of people have been saying lately. Go ahead, sorry.
No, I'm fascinated here. Okay, let's get to the cost. Because I think most people who ever owned a pet, even if you haven't owned a pet, I think you understand the attachment, you understand the love that goes into that relationship. It's an obvious thing. Most people get it. What did this cost you?
$25,000.
$25,000. Did you hesitate? Was it write-off? Did you have to think about it? How did that process work?
I didn't think about it at all. I jumped into cloning right away and figured the rest out later.
Is it something you would suggest to someone else who had the financial means to do it?
It's really a personal decision. It's a very, very personal decision. So if you have that attachment to your pet and that's something that's important to you, then sure, go for it.
So I'm sure there are people watching this, Kelly. Look, I understand it. The money's high, but I get it if you love your pet and you want to continue that relationship in some way. I'm sure there are people watching this also saying, you've got to be kidding me. That amount of money to clone either a cat, a dog, a horse, some of the prices we just showed there, $85,000 for the horse. To those watching who think this is, I don't know how else to say this, a waste of money, how would you respond to that?
Yeah, I mean, people pay that much for a car every single day or more for a car and no one says a thing. I prioritized a cat over a car, and call me crazy. I am a crazy cat lady. I have 2 of my adopted cats right here. But yeah, that was just where my priorities lied.
So final question, what's the biggest similarity between Chai and Belle through this process that you can see day in and day out?
I think it's just really fascinating watching Belle grow and just seeing those glimpses of Chai in her every day. Sometimes she'll just turn her head and look at me a certain way, and it reminds me of Chai. I see them both as separate cats, but there's those moments that are really special.
Kelly, fascinating stuff. A lot of people are doing this, a lot more than you think. We appreciate you coming on today, and all the best going forward. Take care. Thank you.
Thanks for having me.
Interesting stuff, Kelly. Thank you. That's a fascinating story. Coming up next, April is Stress Awareness Month.